Here we go again. WWE giving us more terrible episodes of Monday Night Raw. But I'm up here, this Gina Man 94, to review whatever they wanted to call this episode of Monday Night Raw, which was supposed to be the go home show for Extreme Rules. I'm only going to talk about a few things, to be honest with you, because it's just like, well, what's the point? If WWE doesn't care, then why should I try to even attempt to give their product good reviews? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Raw kicked off with AJ Styles. He's talking about he's tired of Roman Reigns calling him a liar, and he's tired of the WWE Universe calling him a liar. Kind of a heelish promo here. He says everybody thinks Anderson and Gallows are here to help him win. This isn't new to him. People just think he can't do it on his own, and he's won championships everywhere he goes, and, they just let him talk. And, of course, Roman Reigns interrupts him and, says, I know you won championships everywhere else, but this is here. You haven't won one here. You haven't won the championship because I'm the guy. And, they went back and forth. And AJ's like, well, I'm going to be the guy to beat you. Same stuff they've been saying for the past 4 to 6 weeks. Reigns says it's not a wrestling match, it's an Extreme Rules match, so you can't out-wrestle me. You're going to have to defeat me by beating me within the inch of my life, which is something I'm going to do to you. The club comes out, of course, because, things are getting heated. AJ's looking at them, and then he turns around to hit Roman Reigns because he's got his boys to support him. And the Usos are in the ring, and Roman Reigns slaps the hell out of him and knocks him out the ring. And later on, it was going to be the Usos versus Anderson and Gallows, with AJ in the club's corner and Reigns in, the Usos' corner. So we saw what happened later on that. But the first match was Sami Zayn versus Cesaro. Miz and Kevin Owens was on commentary, so you already knew this was going to be chaos to begin with. And that's how the match ended. Chaos ensued, and then Shane came out and did his best Teddy Long impression and made it a tag team match. Now, he put Sami Zayn and Cesaro versus The Miz and Kevin Owens, and Steph came out and was like, no, let's shake things up a little bit. And she put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens on the same team versus Miz and Cesaro. Little different here. I kind of like what she did here with that. It was pretty cool to see that happen. And, of course, there was going to be tag team issues between both teams because, The Miz and Owens probably could have tolerated each other, and Sami Zayn and Cesaro probably could have got along, but no, they switched it up. And, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hate each other's guts, so, of course, they were going to have problems. Each team's partners kept tagging each other in. The match was alright, I guess. The Miz tagged himself in to kill Cesaro's momentum, and he almost did the Cesaro swing on Sami Zayn, but Cesaro got back in the ring and hit him with the skull-crushing finale, and then Sami Zayn hit the haluva kick and won the match. And after that, Kevin Owens kicked him in the face, and, he was left standing victorious, I guess, saying he won the match and not Zayn. Whatever. It's gonna be a fatal 4-way match at Extreme Rules. Whatever. I'm honestly tired of seeing this on Raw now. Backstage, Jericho talking about Dean's requesting time to talk to him tonight. He was like, all he wants is Dean to apologize to him, and he'll give him one more chance to say that. And after that, the Shining Stars debut. Primo and Epico debut for the third time. First, it was just Primo and Epico. Then it was Los Matadores. They thought we didn't know that. And then now they're the Shining Stars. They're still Primo and Epico, but now they're the Shining Stars. And they just beat some jobbers who were there to make them look good. The match didn't go long at all. They had a nice moveset, though. I'll say that. They're more aggressive. I like that. We'll see where that goes. Good potential from these guys. And, hey, who knows? Maybe they can be great. So after that, Ambrose comes out to talk to Jericho, and apparently Jericho put him in a straitjacket on Smackdown and beat the hell out of him there. So he came out saying that he wanted to talk to Jericho. Jericho comes out and demands he gives him an apology and pay him back for the $1,500 jacket he destroyed. Dean was like, nah, man, I'm not going to apologize to you. I'm here to challenge you to a match. So he challenged him at Extreme Rules. Jericho was like, of course you are. I'm just going to have to take the $1,500 out your ass. And, he proceeds to tell him he's the best in the world at what he does. Do you understand what I'm saying? And all of that. And then Dean goes on this lunatic fucking rant. Brings down a steel cage with weapons at the top of it. Kind of remind me of something in TNA, but we're not gonna go there. Had freaking barbed wire 2x4s and fire extinguishers and a potted plant, and it's gonna be called an asylum match. It's like a steel cage match, except there's no escape. So kind of like a Hell in a Cell, but not as big. Yeah, let's go with that. The first ever asylum match, and that's going to be happening in Extreme Rules, and he pretty much freaked Jericho out. They had this like creepy dark music playing while Ambrose was talking, and it was pretty cool actually. Of the things that did happen on Raw, that was pretty cool. It said you're going to scream and cry and beg for mercy, and you'll never be the same again. So, yeah, pretty cool promo from Dean right there, and we'll see how the match goes. Becky Lynch versus Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke's first match on Raw. She debuted last week when her and Emma jumped Becky Lynch backstage. Becky pretty much carried this match. I think Dana Brooke is alright, but she's still a little green. She needs a little bit of work. And then I think she'll be ready for like the high caliber matches, but match didn't go that long. Of course, Dana Brooke won because, everybody wins their first match from NXT coming up. Steph and Shane backstage talking about, being on the same page, and they need to get back on the same page and, go to each other to make decisions. The Dudleys come in. They won an easy match just like, damn, I forgot already. Who had the easy match tonight? Somebody had an easy match against some jobbers. Damn, who was it that fast? I forgot. Forget it. Doesn't even matter. And the Dudleys came in asking for an easy match, but instead they get to choose who faces Big Cass. And that match happened later on in the night. Golden Truth is finally a thing, and I could care less. I really don't care. They lost their first match. They lost. They're already losing. Like, what's the point here? What's the point? That's all I'm gonna say about this match. That is all I'm gonna say. Oh, what? Why? This thing has been dragged. This has been dragging on since before WrestleMania, and they're just now becoming a New Day. Yeah, let's talk about New Day. New Day came out, talked about their match with the Vaudevillains and how they're talking about the bygone era is better than the new era, and they had this big ass time machine in the middle of the ring that they're trying to go back to the bygone era to see why it was so good and why the Vaudevillains love it so much. So they get in it, they go back in time, the camera kind of does this little wonky thing, and they pop out and they play Kofi Kingston's old music. He does the whole old Jamaican accent, and it's just like he went back in time for that, and it was just hilarious. He came out the time machine. Oh, it's Kofi Kingston, man. Yeah, I love Jamaica. Blah, blah, blah. It was hilarious. I didn't expect that, but that was pretty funny. I thought they were going to do the Biggie 3 Ain't Enough song and stuff, but they didn't go that far. So they go back and, they got on the fake mustaches and the regular old time phones and all this other stuff, and just making fun of him pretty much. Big E had a box instead of Bootios, he had a box of Derriere squares, and they are hilarious to me. They had me dying. I was dying laughing. It was freaking hilarious. And then the Vaudevillains came up from behind them, attacked them, and got some good heat heading into their match. This is the heel they needed to be in NXT. They still had the upbeat music in NXT, and they were supposed to have that aggressive side. And now I see the aggressive side coming out now, which is pretty good. Nothing wrong with that. After that is the Usos with Roman Reigns versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson with AJ Styles in their corner. Match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Reigns and AJ on the outside, pretty much, talking to each other throughout the match, talking smack to each other. It was a bunch of back and forth, near falls, and the Usos won with the splash or whatever. But after the match is when all hell broke loose, and AJ almost hit Reigns with the chair. Reigns countered him and hit him with the chair. Then Gallows and Anderson came to distract Reigns. He Superman punched both of them. Then AJ had the chair in his hand and he went off on Reigns. He finally got that revenge he's been seeking on Roman Reigns and just went off with the chair. And then he hit the Styles Clash on the chair. That was nasty. AJ with the aggressive side, man. I love to see that. I already knew he had it, but it was just great to see him pull that out. And I didn't even expect that, but hey, whatever. Big Cass versus Devon. They lost quickly. like I said, this Raw, man, I really didn't care. Cass dropped a nice promo at the beginning of the match, called Devon Steve Urkel, whatever. He's doing pretty fine, without Enzo being the mouthpiece. Big Cass can talk, and even though he's not used to doing it so much, he's still pretty good at it. So, he beat them quickly, and that's how that went. Kalisto versus Del Rio, I believe, was the last match of the night. Midway through the match, they showed Rusev in the backstage beating up Sin Cara, and then he eventually dragged him to ringside and was distracting Kalisto, and Del Rio hit the backstabber to win the match. After that, Rusev got in the ring and, beat down Kalisto even more, put him in the Accolade, and yeah, it looked like he was about to snap him in half, honestly. I guess Kalisto's just flexible, but it looked devastating. It looked like he was going to snap him. I think Rusev's. You know what? I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna make my predictions video tomorrow, and you'll just see then, because I already know what's about to happen with this U.S. title. And then after that, the last thing that happened was the Women's Championship contract signing. Charlotte and Natalya come out. Natalya says Charlotte used to be a person she respected, and she even beat Charlotte even beat her at NXT to win her first NXT Women's title. And she's not the same anymore now. She has her father, and she didn't beat her at NXT without her, with Rick at ringside. So she wants to see if she can do it now. But whatever. Charlotte starts talking, and of course they're in Carolina, so she's trying to play to the crowd a little bit while still being a heel. And I think she did a great job of that. Her promo's getting way better. She even shut down Ric Flair. She's like, no. This is my ring. This is my time. I feel like they're gonna split them up pretty soon, because he's being banned from ringside, and he's pretty much getting in the way and hindering her a lot. So I feel like she's gonna drop him pretty soon. They go to sign the contract, Charlotte does, and then she finds this new stipulation that they added, that if Ric Flair even walks down the ramp, Charlotte will be stripped of her women's championship at Extreme Rules. It's a submission match between her and Natalya. And if Ric Flair shows his face, walks down the ramp, then Charlotte automatically forfeits her title. And Ric Flair is going crazy. He's like, not only you ban me, but now you're talking about she might lose her title if I come to the ring, and blah, 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 blah. And then he takes off his jacket like he's about to punch Shane in the face. Shane's just like, whoa, man, I'm not going to hit you. I got too much respect for you. Steph intervenes and was like, well, I don't. And she slapped the hell out of Ric Flair, and he went down, and the guards are getting him out the ring, and then Charlotte's about to go after Steph, and then Natalya puts her in the sharpshooter and makes her tap. Pretty good segment here. They put this on last to bring more importance to the women's championship. I appreciate the fact that they did that. But other than that, man, Raw was boring as hell. I can't believe I sat through that. Oh, man, come on, WWE. You got to do better than that. All this talent you brought up, and you're bringing guys in from Japan and bringing them up from NXT. Where the hell is Corbin at? Where the hell is Apollo Crews? They're putting Corbin on the pre-show again against Dolph Ziggler, as if we haven't seen that match enough times already. They don't even have any more storylines anymore. They faced off too many times. It's stupid. I don't know what WWE thinks they're doing, man. How you expect us to get... And what the hell are they doing with Reigns and AJ? Which one is heel and which one is face? Because I can't seem to figure that out. They both have this heelish, face-ish thing. They're both tweeners at this point. I don't know which one is which. You got to pick one and stick with it. Come on, WWE. Slipping. You are slipping, man. Whatever. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my predictions video. And hopefully Extreme Rules is a damn good pay-per-view, because this Raw was horrible. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.